Hi, welcome to my project beta for my digital artifact. My digital artifact is something that over the past couple of months I've become really invested in. At first, I had trouble coming up with an idea for anything that I wanted to do. But on looking at my skills and interest, I realized my Instagram page is something that A, I'm interested in, and B, I can develop on. This page also has everything that I thought would be necessary to be within the marking guidelines. Social utility, originality, things like that. I first started my Instagram page, which revolves around veganism and environmental sustainability, at around week 3, and since then, it has undergone changes as I've started to produce more content. Originally, I was just interested in posting about food, such as where to buy certain products and how to make recipes, for example. I also wanted to share with people things you can do around Sydney to help with volunteering and cleaning up litter. As my project has developed, I've found that I have a much stronger emphasis on making food, with side ventures into things such as where you can buy different products and where you can do cleanups and volunteer around Sydney. A good example of something I found because of Instagram, as well as class discussion, is a page called Take 3 for the Sea. Take 3 for the Sea is basically a promotion that encourages people to put 3 pieces of rubbish in the bin every time they go to the beach, and isn't something I would have found out if it wasn't for user engagement. On a side note, I've also found that my photography and cooking skills have started to get better, which allows for better content creation as time goes on. Going on with the whole engagement of users thing, I found that a lot of my information has come from other Instagram users, specifically vegan foodie pages that are similar to mine. I've also gotten good information in class from peers, but I've found that Instagram has been the best source to make my page as popular as possible. I started out by following 100 people, and over the next couple of weeks I started to get messages telling me what people liked about my page. This, along with a few other reasons, is why there has been less of an emphasis on cleanups and products in Sydney on my page, as a lot of my fans aren't from Sydney and I don't want to cater just to locals. However, I can't get all my info from other users as they're likely to hold back criticism, so I've started using trial and error to try and get more responses. So far, I've found that using quick and easy recipes such as pasta and meal preps have gotten a better response, as well as writing step-by-step recipes instead of doing a big paragraph on what's in the picture. A lot of my exposure to others also depends on what time I post. I've found that if I post around 5 PM, I get a lot more views on my pictures as people are probably leaving work or school, rather than if I posted at midday, for example. I think my next step in improving my prototype will involve 2 parts. Firstly, I plan on reaching out to other Instagram pages with more followers to see how they got so popular in the first place. And secondly, I plan on putting up some polls and surveys so I can get some anonymous feedback from my followers. Hope you enjoyed hearing about my digital artifact prototype, and thanks for listening.